Welcome back to round 3 action. The best surfers in the world attacking the south side of Huntington Pier as we look at a heavyweight round 3 matchup. All of our world champions matched up together. In the last decade, these two have been dominating the sport. Carissa Moore, 3-time world champ and defending world champion, taking on 6-time world champ Stephanie Gilmore, and Hawaii's own Coco reroute both of these world champions into round 4. Coco got started during the break, Pete.
Nice first snap, but then unfortunately there, the rail gets stuck.
Carissa Moore now with priority is going to take her first wave, a left into the pier. Bottom turn, snap, incomplete on the world champ start.
Looks like there's another nice size set coming this way.
And now rolling into it, 6-time world champion Stephanie Gilmore. Big first turn. Nice whitewater jam again for a 2-turn combo, already backing up the 517.
Pushing at her, so she somehow had to make that move. Let's take a look and see how the crease in the wave there. She somehow tags that section and keeps moving down the line, and she was able to get to that final section before it shut down. This was the 517 right at the very beginning of the heat. Hair still dry. Gets herself a 517. Now probably a similar score coming into the books for her.
You know, we kind of brought it back to what I rode about 2 years ago, and kind of went off that exact board and kind of buffed it out to what I ride now, and it's just a dream.
You know, coming to each event on the tour, this one kind of probably being the most grovelly event.
Carissa Moore chose 10 for her number that she wears on her WSL jersey, because she's always strives for perfection. Gilmore looks like she wants the left on the split peak. They get one backside sweep off the top. Good for one maneuver. We'll find out what Carissa Moore did on the split in just a moment.
Yeah, just the one maneuver for Stephanie Gilmore. Looked like it was going to be a nice high-quality wave. We'll take a look at Carissa here. She goes down, so another fall for Carissa. But you can see, nice first section here for Stephanie. She kind of lays into it, and then no more open face, so just the one maneuver. And then Coco on the backhand. She's able to find a wave with some wall on it as she kicks out near the pier. That's going to be her best effort.
To surfing Huntington, so she wanted to really channel that similarity, that winning feeling. She took out CT names like Malia Manuel and Carissa Moore along the way. Coco up now. Quick climb to cover some ground. Tail slide, drifting, ends up incomplete.
Gives you the reason of why you do this over and over. You know, it's tough round 2 losses. Climbs that whitewater section here and looks for something big. You know, that whitewater climb she knew wasn't going to be a real high point scorer, so put it all on the line in that last maneuver, but goes down. But yeah, just it reinvigorates everything. You know, and it also, like you said, kind of lowers the stress level heading into the rest of the season.
Carissa Moore checking out a left. Just really looking for her first score on the board. She had a 1 and a .87. That'll be her best wave so far. So down to the 20-minute mark. Gilmore capitalizing with a quick start, still in the mid-range zone. How'd Carissa do here, Pete?
Well, smaller wave. She saw that it was going to give opportunity. As you can see, it almost grew in size as it headed towards the pier. So little 2-turn combo, nothing super dynamic, but I think she needed to just kind of stay on her board.
Taking over the last decade. Gilmore on tour first, started winning world titles. Carissa Moore finishing high school in her first year on tour, and they've just been trading back and forth. Gilmore now on her backhand, fighting the speed out of that wave in a couple of gutless sections. Still trying to get rid of one of her 5s. A little bit more selective.
Yeah,
I'm kind of reading a change in her game plan, Pete.
I'm kind of wondering, to be honest, what what the theory is there. And I think that maybe watching that you can create scores on waves that your competitors may not be able to.
Our heat leader and 6-time world champion Stephanie Gilmore picks off her right, frontside wrap, and she kicks out. More waves on the way. Priority is with Carissa Moore now. Carissa has an open face to work with. 2 quick turns. And now she'll just climb the finish, and she's out. So Carissa will get rid of a 1.0. But you can see the challenge out front just to get a decent pocket section. How'd you like her form?
This was I mean, I expect more out of Carissa at times, you know. She rode that wave well. It was difficult. The very first turn, you could see, again, had that.
Surfers moving from my right to my left, going through the pier, and that's all the stuff that they're going to have to dodge there. These big barnacle-encrusted pilings.
Such a good topic to speak of, Kaipo, because it is so scary when you're getting close to that pier, especially if you're in the heat of action. It's one of our favorite aspects of pro surfing. Skate ramps always stay the same. The conditions change from the morning to the afternoon on a big day of competition. During the tide-up day, a couple of surfers get these inside waves here, Pete.
Yeah, and let's see what Coco is able to do. Redirects off that whitewater section. See the fins kind of punching through the back, so showing us a little innovation.
A win here gets you straight to the quarterfinals. You get second and third, you have to deal with maybe an equal ninth, which isn't good for the world title race. Here's Gilmore. Little down carve snap, moving quickly through the open face. Backhand carve and just getting a cool rhythm into the piling. She kicks out.
There's some separation. We're going to see finally some scores are going to elevate a bit. She's going to be able to extend her lead.
Carissa on a smaller wave. She's going to get out quickly after one move. So Carissa's best have been on her last two. Coco's about to improve on a 2.33. Back to Gilmore's wave.
So Gilmore was able to find a nice set wave, and it opened up for her as it went towards the pier. She's able to catch that wave relatively early too. You saw that she moved out towards it and it backed off a little bit, but she still glided in with some speed.
Zone, Van's team rider, Patrick Gudauskas in that next tee. Carissa Moore, an aggressive vertical whip out the back. Good for one move, fighting for a 7.87 in the lead. We saw Gilmore's left into the pier with a lot of open face to work with. You're expecting a big shift in the scores, and she got a 7.67 as we look at Carissa's way.
So Carissa, everything went well until she wasn't able to kind of ride out of that clean. You could see she had to kind of hop. You know, even Stephanie's wave wasn't the highest of quality. But she can do it on a mid-range score here. Let's see what she does.
Coco with priority, has right of way. Carissa Moore is surfing behind her for one quick turn. Couple of speedy little hacks for Coco Ho. And now into the final minute. And Carissa Moore is allowed to ride deep on it if she doesn't hinder the scoring potential. Let's see what Coco did here, Pete.
Nice first section. And even the second turn was pretty good. She really decided to push that, you know, kind of a little bobble again. You know, when you have that kind of loss of control, the judges will take note of that. You know, her situation, the 3.77.
Gilmore looks like she wants the final wave. 25 seconds to go. She surfed a stellar heat. That wave's not going to factor in. But she stayed active out of the gates, getting multiple 5-rangers, built to a 7.67. And now 14 seconds to go to close this one out. Coco's going to get the last wave. Frontside snap. She ends up on her heels, and she'll be calling this one a heat. Carissa and Coco, who both did well at the QS and Oceanside, making the final series, will end up having to deal with round 4 action. And 6-time world champ Stephanie Gilmore starting off with a ton of momentum and the lead, and just kept improving throughout her wave selection and a great performance to move to the quarterfinals. Gilmore taking a ride into the beach. She's won this event. It's been a while now. She's looking for her first win of the season. The quarters have been tougher in the past, but she's got a lot more momentum and fire here at stop number 6.